using his legs to buy some time. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He's got the back in the middle. It's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Looking to pass. It's Huff. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. You get that turnover, and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mustang!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Looking to throw. They fake it, the kicker's looking to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Alabama pushing the tempo. Back to pass, it's Bradley. Scrambling away. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
And the defense, got him at the 27. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. looking to throw on second down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, SMU 28, Alabama 0.
The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. And I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw it again. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Takes it the other way. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Time to take a shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Falcons will kick it away to start us off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Gonna run it. It's Roberts. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job.
And the ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Got it in the middle. It's Owen. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Barkley. At the 35, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Air Force! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Trying to find it in the sun, and he muffed it. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score here, 7, Michigan 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
And the Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Looking for a man, it's Jordan. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The shot that clears will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the... Oh, it's a fake. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Leaves it with the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time. drive, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Now they'll run the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they try to go draw on that one. There was just nowhere for the back to go. Great job defensively.
Yeah, and great penetration. You want him to run upfield on the draw play. The defense doesn't bite, stuffs the run.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on down. 1st down for the offense. The give out of the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Going up top. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, when you come out into your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few 1st downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deeper. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Works his way down to the 10-yard line after a pickup of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gets it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Boy, Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up and going deep. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Got his man all by himself. On the 360. And he motors into the end zone. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
After the misfire, now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Gonna take a shot. And it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
Another incompletion on third down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't race it. You've got to make
the fake, and he wants to throw. He is stopped short, and the fake will not work as he almost nudged his way in. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Gets it out fast. Hard running there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second.
0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll try the run. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buying some time. He chucks one out to the right. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. On first down, here comes this offense. Dropping back, it's Huff. Fires to the middle. Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of a receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Handoff from the gun. At the 45 on its way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And this time, they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Francis. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. To throw, it's Murphy. Release to the back. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The Wolverines will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Scanning the field, it's Roberts. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
A strike downfield. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to it. Pulls it in. It's Jordan.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Fast motion from the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. To the air, it's Roberts. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness. And now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Looking for room. It's Spears. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, SMU. Then they strike first.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Going up top on first down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Roberts. Dances away to buy time. And he's got it inside the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Comes out throwing on first down. Still looking on the move. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Listen, he's running for his life. Again, the QB gets scrambled outside the pocket. I just like to see him flick it out of bounds real quick. Counts as an incompletion, and no sack, no loss of yardage. Live to fight another down.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Huff. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a gap. It's Spears. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They're bringing heat. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
1st down for this offense. The give to the fullback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Roberts. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the
And the Hilltoppers will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jordan. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spears. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
There's a lot of different ways this offense can attack you throwing the ball. One of them is getting the running back going. And the screen is a great way to get him lathered up and get the defense starting to think about him a little bit more now.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and I tell you, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Give to the back. Headed to the end zone.